Fred was a man who had it all: wealth, power, and the admiration of his peers. As the CEO of TechVision, a cutting-edge AI development firm, he was earning a comfortable six-figure salary. To celebrate his recent business triumphs, he bought the car of his dreams, a brand new Porsche 911 922 Turbo S. It was sleek, fast, and a perfect symbol of his success. Later that day, Fred took his new Porsche for a spin through the city streets. He couldn't wait to unleash its power. As he cruised through the city, a BMW M3 G80 pulled up beside him at a light, and the driver gave Fred a nod, a silent challenge. Caught in the heat of the moment, Fred's competitive spirit took over. Without thinking twice, he hit the gas, and the two luxury cars raced through the streets. In his rush to win the race, Fred ran a red light at a busy intersection. His Porsche T-boned a Dodge Ram with full force, sending the truck spinning. Witnesses quickly called emergency services. Fred was rushed to the hospital with severe injuries, but his troubles didn't end there. After a swift investigation, the authorities arrested him for street racing, reckless driving, and endangering public safety. His Porsche was wrecked, but that was nothing compared to the damage done to his life. TechVision, the company he had built from the ground up, began to spiral. One of his senior managers was appointed CEO, but without Fred's leadership, clients pulled out and profits dropped. In just a few months, Fred's empire was on the brink of collapse. Speeding through life can wreck everything you've built in a second. Drive safe. Don't let a moment of thrill ruin your future. Rob had always loved the thrill of driving fast, but that thrill quickly turned into a nightmare. Driving his Ferrari California through the busy streets of Fairhaven, he was clocked at 90 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone by a nearby officer. When the police lights began flashing behind him, Rob made the fateful decision to flee instead of pulling over. For a few adrenaline-fueled moments, Rob weaved through traffic, but it all ended at a crowded intersection. Rob T-boned a red wagon, slamming the vehicle into a black SUV. The chaos of the crash brought traffic to a standstill, and within seconds, the police officer had Rob in custody. The driver of the red wagon, though shaken, survived thanks to modern safety features and was treated on the scene. The SUV driver walked away unscathed. Rob, however, didn't fare as well. Not wearing a seatbelt, he suffered a broken wrist and a dislocated knee. The situation escalated when a search of his car revealed heroin stashed in the back seat. As if things couldn't get worse, the police found out the Ferrari was stolen. Speeding through life may seem thrilling, but the consequences can leave you with far more than just a ticket. Drive smart, live smart. YouTubers Jake, Mike, and Kevin, known for their flashy gaming content and love for fast cars, decided to take their supercars on a road trip to Johnson Valley. Their goal? To film some exciting footage for their viewers. But as they sped through the highways, they didn't just break speed limits, they shattered them. They refueled at a local gas station, then hit the road again, driving recklessly. Jake, driving the Lamborghini with his girlfriend, made a fatal mistake. He attempted a risky overtake, not realizing a semi-truck was fast approaching. Jake lost control of the car and crashed head-on into the truck. The impact was catastrophic. Jake and his girlfriend didn't survive. The truck driver was severely injured and rushed to the hospital for emergency surgery. The chaos didn't end there. Mike, driving the Nissan GTR, swerved to avoid the crash but slammed into a minivan, sending the vehicle spinning into an electric pole. Thankfully, the passengers in the minivan were unharmed. Mike was injured and transported to the hospital. Chasing thrills for content can lead to devastating consequences. Don't let fame or adrenaline cloud your judgment. Drive responsibly. Police officer Brandon had seen his fair share of street racing, but this chase was different. He was in pursuit of two high-performance cars, a Porsche GT3 and a Ferrari 488. The drivers showed no intention of slowing down, weaving dangerously through traffic. As they sped through a residential area, the Ferrari driver attempted a reckless maneuver and lost control. The Ferrari spun out of control and was T-boned by an oncoming red SUV. The crash was brutal. The Ferrari was split in half. The driver of the Ferrari didn't survive the impact. The driver of the SUV was rushed to the hospital with multiple broken ribs, severe head trauma, and internal bleeding, requiring immediate surgery. Street racing might seem like a rut. Story 5. A rich man's mistake. Peter, a 32-year-old entrepreneur, and his friends David, a popular influencer, and Martin, a wealthy business owner, decided to take their supercars out for a high-speed run on the highway. They felt unstoppable, but speed doesn't forgive mistakes. Peter, driving the LaFerrari, lost control as he entered a curve, rear-ending an SUV. The impact caused a small pileup as the drivers behind slammed on their brakes, unable to maintain a safe distance. Fortunately, no one was seriously injured this time, but the outcome could have been far worse. Fortunately, no one was seriously injured this time, but the outcome could have been far worse. Peter and his friends were arrested for street racing and reckless endangerment. No amount of money or horsepower can protect you from the consequences of reckless driving. Stay safe and respect the road. Remember, channel memberships give you early access to new stories, exclusive car skins, and a chance to have your own stories featured. Don't miss out. Join today.